Hello, Prabs here. I want to talk to you very briefly about a product that I was sent to try out, which I must say I'm quite excited about actually. So it's this little fella here, the Litecup, Litecup. You're probably thinking, really? You're excited about a cup? You need to get out more. But I am excited about it actually. And I'm going to try and succinctly, anyway, as succinctly as I can, she said, tripping over her words, explain why. Now, I've been, just to kind of give you the background, I've got 3 kids. I've been parenting for 12 years. So I've got a 12-year-old, an almost 10-year-old at the time of filming, and an almost 7-year-old. As you can imagine, we have gone through many beakers and, you know, cups and bottles and whatever you want to call them over the years. Many, many. And we've had, you know, wear and tear, we've had spouts that just sort of got, you know, kind of broken up, we've had spillages, you know, the works really. That brings me on to why I'm excited about this cup, because firstly, in terms of wear and tear, what I found was that with most cups that we used, most cups of course have, you know, one spout on it. Now what this means is that your child is always drinking from the same part of the beaker. This creates wear and tear much more quickly than you would have with something like this, where the child can drink from any part of the top. It's ingenious. So basically, no spout, as you can see, and they literally can drink from any part of it. It's really clever. My youngest was very excited about that actually. She thought it was quite cool. It's particularly handy to know because when you think of the wear and tear you get on normal spouts, especially, you know, once children start teething, that's when it happens. It's not great because you have what's called leaching from the compounds in the plastic. Now, admittedly, a lot, maybe most, I don't know, but a lot of products are being made BPA free. Don't know if you've heard of BPA, but it's a compound that's in plastic. And it's really not great. It's something you kind of just want to try and avoid, really. You know, I tend to make sure that all the plastics in my house, I try to minimise on plastic, but we do have it, and I try to make sure that as much as possible is BPA free. This cup is BPA free, so that's great. And like I said, you don't get the wear and tear, or at least we haven't had so far, because the child can drink from any part of the cup. That's the first thing that I was really excited about. The second thing is the fact that, again, you know, having tried so many beakers over the years and had quite a few spillage disasters with the contents of bags being wrecked, I was pretty delighted to find that this one doesn't spill. Truly non-spill. Brilliant. Now, this is particularly useful at night. I must admit, my youngest doesn't use this when she's out and about because they've got specific beakers for school, which also have a large capacity. This is 300 ml. So possibly not the best choice for being out and about, which is not made for anyway, but a brilliant choice for nighttime use, or daytime, you know, home use, I should say. We live in a hot climate. The kids do drink a lot of water, and they do need it at night. So it's brilliant because, you know, they reach for this at night, and you just don't have the problem with your child reaching across, groggy, you know, half asleep basically. They go to get their beaker, and let's say they knock it, you just don't have the issue with the spillage, which is brilliant. You know, they can even drink from it, to be honest with you. Go back to sleep and leave the beaker, you know, lying down on the bed. Doesn't matter. You're not going to walk in the morning and find that the sheets are destroyed. Well, not destroyed, but, you know, wet and wet mattress and all the rest of it. And then the final thing that is really exciting about this, which my youngest loved and which, you know, when the other 2 saw it, they're like, oh, we really want one, even though they're, you know, I would have thought too old for it. And even my youngest actually is a bit too old for this, really. Technically, this is marketed for toddlers, but honestly, I just think it's brilliant across, you know, quite a few age ranges. The thing that I love about it, the third thing I love about it, is the fact that it lights up. Litecup, see? So basically, it's a nightlight. So, you know, water beaker, nightlight. We've gone through a lot of nightlights over the years. They've not worked out. Either they've been clunky or they just didn't last, or, you know, needed charging every day and didn't even make it through the night, you know, to provide light. Absolutely brilliant. It's so clever. It provides just the right amount of light as far as I'm concerned, you know. really the child needs just enough light to be able to reach across and of course see their beaker and make it out of the bedroom, you know, make it to the door to visit the bathroom if need be in the middle of the night. So it really is ingenious from that perspective. I have to say we were very excited about that. We definitely sound like we need to get out more, don't we? So yeah, all in all, I'm very happy about this product. Like I said, 3 reasons. The child can drink from any part of the lid, doesn't spill, and lights up at night, so it's a night light, so it's, you know, multifunction. The one detail I think perhaps that could do with improvement is just under here you've got the battery compartment. Now, when I first went to fill this, the first night it was being used, you know, it was the usual busy night, you know, making packed lunches, trying to wash the dishes at the same time, supervising homework for somebody else. So it's, you know, family life, you know. And I went to fill this up, put it down on the counter. You know, the counter was wet, as happens. Kitchen counter, it's going to happen, right? And this got wet, the battery compartment got wet because it's in the base. Now, it has to be in the base. Obviously, design-wise, they can't put it anywhere else. I get that. But I just think it could possibly do, you know, just my little tuppence here, and maybe nobody else thinks that. Maybe it's just me being clumsy with, you know, how I put it down on the counter. But I think it could do with an additional, what do you call it, cover? You know, like an additional, not layer, but yeah, cover, cap, whatever it's called, base, basically, to go on the base and cover the battery, give it some extra protection, because you know, this is going to happen, especially, let's say you go to fill it, actually, and you, in fact, spill some water as you go to fill it. I just think it's something that's worth considering, that's all. But yeah, great product, really happy with it, and you can read the full review on my blog, www.absolutelyfabulous.com. I hope this was a useful little review for you to watch, and yeah, get yourself one. Litecup, it's brilliant.